Right, so in last month's vlog, I was 69.3. How much weight loss progress did I make over a month? Let's have a look here. And it's hands-free. Look, I'm not holding on to anything. Not cheating. This is the gas that I'm taking with on the ride for the gas tank. We've got 4 sandwiches here of hummus bread, 4 Cliff bars, 500 grams of sugar there, and taking the Barbie with me, Saveur barbecue Lays, and another 500 grams of sugar here in the bottle. And I've got a fueling strategy here so that the food lasts me from the beginning of the ride till the end, and the energy is constant. So 15 minutes of sugar every 15 minutes, 1 sip of sugar water, every 1 hour a serving of food. So like half a bread or half a Cliff bar or a handful of chips. Now I said here for hour 1 to 8 half a Cliff bar, but I'm going to change that around to half a bread instead, because the hummus bread can get a bit dry if I leave it too long. And hour 9 to 16 I will do the Cliff bars, half a Cliff bar every hour, and then hour 17 to 23 a handful of chips per hour. And here's the inventory that I'm taking with: pump and tube, jacket, lace, all the food, power bank and cable, and 2 plastic bags for if it rains, and squirt lube. We're going to be breaking the fast with something dense here: 100 grams of sugar, 100 grams of oats, and 50 grams of peanut butter. Just going to add quite a bit of water to that to make it more liquid. The oats is done. Now we just make it more liquid by adding some vanilla soy milk. It's about 1100 calories here in total.
What are you doing?
I'm rubbing your body butter onto my chamois because last time I did a fucking long ride, the chafing was so bad. I just wanted to stop, but then somehow I pushed through. But fuck, I don't want to go through that craziness again, so I have to put on some lube. I'm going to rub this whole stick into here and put some on my crotch area too, so that the friction is less, and then I'll add some olive oil just to make sure there's enough lube.
Yeah, not many people talk about that, this kind of problems.
But chafing, it can ruin your ride, it really can. So make sure to lube up your chamois before you go out for these ultra rides. Entering the dungeon. The bike dungeon. This is where we keep our lovers. It's a bit dark here, you can't see much.
Yeah. You can see a little.
This is the bike setup that I'm going to be running. 2 lights on the front, spare one just in case the one goes flat. Got the Brighton 420 there. It's got 35-hour battery life, so it shouldn't need charging. And we have a red flashing light there at the back, and the 2 water bottles. And we're good.
Yeah.
So it's just before 8 o'clock and I'm about to begin. Just got to make sure I dodge traffic as well as possible.
Okay.
Wait for it. Okay.
Go, go!
Even though I didn't get the full 24 hours, it was still a good experience. After 10 hours and 20 minutes of riding, I had to stop because my little hemorrhoid was getting rubbed again by the chamois. It's just a little bit too long at this point for the hemorrhoid to reduce its size. So that, and also the right knee, just a little bit too much too soon. So I had to listen to my body and stop this time, but I'll be back again for another round. He who runs away comes back to fight another day. Now this circuit, it's not the fastest for speed, but it's not that slow. It's a 3.35 kilometer lap with 22 meters of climbing per lap. And on this stretch of road there's 2 traffic lights, so you just hope that you don't get them red. And we've got a cute little goose here. He's the alpha duck in the group. That's what the other ducks think. I love these cute little animals, they're my favorite. The sounds that they make, they're little hooters on legs pretty much. And yeah, I think it was about 200 k's in, just stopping to get some food, or not stopping, but just reaching for the backpack to get some food, taking it off. and there's also a little bike path along the route next to the road, and that's pretty much, yeah, here's the bike path. That's where I go to just slow down a bit to grab the food out of the bag, and it's, yeah, close to the needle. Needle has some tasty vegan shit. You can see going into the headwind here, the wind actually changed quite a bit throughout the ride. Sometimes it was a tailwind here, and other times it was a headwind, and other times it was a neutral wind. I found with the neutral wind it was the slowest because it was blowing in a completely different direction. So out and back, you would be pretty slow, and it's only when you go in this direction that I go here around the corner that you get a bit of wind. But as you can see, it's between the buildings, so you don't feel that wind, so that caused the laps to be a little bit slower. And starting out, I was doing about 5:45 laps, and then towards the end it was 6:30 laps. So a 5:45 lap is about 34 kilometers per hour per lap, and a 6:30 lap was 31 kilometers per hour. So slowed down a little bit, but I think if I had continued all the way to the end of the 24 hours, I would have gotten 750 k's for sure, because I wasn't feeling that tired. It was just the knee and the hemorrhoid that gave me some issues. And then you can see Pauline trying to catch up, but unfortunately I was a bit too quick for her. But I appreciate that she made an attempt to get me on camera while I was moving. And this ride was solo unsupported. The only support that I had was some camera work from Pauline. Post ride. Are you sure you got enough sunscreen, bro? So here's the stats for the ride. 333.2 Ks, 10 hours 19 minutes, 2,233 meters of climbing. Average moving speed 32.3, and the average speed that I had with the stops included was 32. And as you can see from the elapsed time, only 4 minutes of stopping. So that's very good. It's less than I expected. So if I can keep that up, I can get some good distance. I worked out to get 750 kilometers in 24 hours, I'd need to be going at 31.3 kilometers. And I also used the auto lap function on the Brighton. So you can see the starting laps, 5:54, 5:44. I think the fastest lap was 5:39. Yeah, it's somewhere over here. 5:36, almost 36 k's an hour. And towards the end, I was slowing down quite a bit. 6:10, 6:22, 6:25. So we could say I was doing about 6:20 per lap towards the end. Going forward, I'm just going to take a full week off, focus all my energy on healing and recovery, do some strengthening exercises for my knee, and just put some cream on that hemorrhoid, get it fixed up, get it healed up completely so that there's absolutely nothing left. That way I should be fine for the next one, and I will be back. Terminator style. I'll be back.